Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Each and every season, this is one of my favorite games because these are the blue bloods of college football, two of the winningest programs in the history of the sport. Oklahoma got the win last year against Michigan, and now with Kyle Whittingham under the helm, let's see how Oklahoma at Michigan kicks off here today in the big house. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Sooners ready to kick it away first. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The give to the left. Got room at the 35. Turning it on. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Making side adjustments here. Gonna run it. It's Marshall. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run the counter. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short.
Ready. 180, race car. Bridge.
Throwing, Underwood. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Sategna. There's a crease. All the way across the 50, into plus territory, and finally stopped at the 43. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Makes it past the marker. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And this drive, this offense is really focused on physicality, man. Running the football. Look at right here, right up the gut. Nice play. Nice job just controlling the line of scrimmage, putting a drive together. This offense really doing a good job right now.
He breaks a tackle.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Unleashes one. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Put 6 on the board.
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Using his feet. Ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And listen, QB job number 1, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now, there he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And I'm not surprised, right? Like, they go to him again. Last drive, he did an unbelievable job. And if I'm this defense, just keep honing in, right? Like, making sure he has to earn it. Making sure a lot of people get near him. Continue to hit this running back. Try to slow him down.
Finding some room. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
That's why it's so important to have success on first and second down. They're running the ball on second down. You trust your O-line to get the job done. The running back does his. And now, with the positive play, you're setting up 3rd and inches.
And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That pass is incomplete.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25.
Ready.
To the air, it's Underwood. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
A little screen to the running back. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
And the Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And go play action, Bryce Underwood. Gonna take a shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. All the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
And he makes the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your...
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Pulls it in. It's Sategna. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Right on the money. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top as we get a look at the stats. They've swapped into the field and we're ready to go in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll go to the counter. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
He's got the back in the middle.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Lining up, trying to convert this third and short from the 40. Now the play fake. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense
looking for a huge play. They tried to take the top off with the first play of the drive and got nothing to show for it.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Under fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This guy is very proud about his accuracy. That's why he's one of the better quarterbacks in all of college football. And that time, ball just got away from him a little bit, and it's going to set up third down.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. Quarterback making adjustments.
Ninja, stack.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Unloads to the right. A strike downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Marshall.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5.
Hey, kill it. 14 choice. Hey, Hawkeye. Here we go.
Underwood. stretch in the middle. It's Marshall. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing there.
And the Wolverines come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And you see this so much in college football, man. Now, short yard situations, you give it to your QB, you get the extra blocker, and it's just really hard to stop, man, because he still is a thrower, and there's still that threat. But nice job being physical in the line of scrimmage by this offense.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They're dealing with a second and long.
Kill.
Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their second. They're down to one timeout left in the half. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? The offense changing the play. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Still third down, but a little less manageable after that penalty. Throwing, Underwood. Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he dropped it. He had the pick in his hands and a chance for one of his patented big plays, and he couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to the playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, running back on the move. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Sooners will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Play action with Underwood. Zings it complete to the right. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And that's a really good job by the quarterback, man. You run the play action, you want to take a shot. Nice job taking the check down. Running back does the rest and chews up some yardage.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield.
Here we go. Ready.
Handoff to the lone back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
A designed run for the quarterback. Got a little grass. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of...
Just steamrolling the defense. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern.
496. Tsunami.
Run in the red zone. It's Marshall. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it on the right. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from Pater.
And he finds this guy again on the outside. I tell you what, man, that's the matchup down here in this part of the field. You find your guy that you trust and you get him the football. He does the rest. I tell you what, I thought he was going to score for a second and get in, but now set up with this offense, 1st and goal in a great situation.
And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. Beck's going for the goal line. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Wolverines!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. looking to throw. It's Mateer. Snagged in the middle. It's Robinson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Trying play action. The sure hands. It's Hansen. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their second. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He goes right back to the air. Here's the pressure. He'll try to do it himself. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 3 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19.
And now we take a look at some of the other games going on around the nation on another wild day of college football.
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half. Caught, and he's got room. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They try to pop a run on the draw.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Grab behind the line. It's Tegna. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Finds the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Got the quick pass. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
That's a big 3rd down get by the offense there, because obviously being in field goal range, had they not gotten it, a field goal would have tied the game. But now that you've converted it, you've got an opportunity to take the lead and seize a ton of momentum in this game.
Handoff to Xavier. Maybe a crease. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
First down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Tie ball game as we play in the 3rd quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Moving out to the right. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You got a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown Sooners. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So the 16-play drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So here comes the Michigan offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Oh, better look out! Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He might want another play. Motion from the wideout. Here's Underwood to throw. Swings it out to his running back. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Wolverines come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Underwood from the gun on third down. Wide open downfield. Off and running. 10. Touchdown, Michigan. Ball into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
And he puts through the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Makes the catch. It's Hansen. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Here's a give to Robinson.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Xavier again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. The Sooners will punt this one away. No fair catches here, looking for room. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Handoff to the single running back. Picks up the first down. Breaks into the open. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is a huge play as this offense rolling.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the...
They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more.
886 bouncer. 886 bouncer. Hey, kill it, kill it.
Quarterback may change this route.
776 captain.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. to the ground with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the run. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Going to the ground. Maybe some room here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner is stopped. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They're in a precarious spot here. That lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless... Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
They get to him as he throws. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
To throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the right. With the catch, it's Harris. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
What a grab with one hand. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, wide receivers out there, you earn your opportunities. You make catches like that, the quarterback's going to keep coming your way.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They piece together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. And after the interception, able to get it in plus territory, taking it back to the 41. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. So the defense sets them up for that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Might be changing the route. They'll keep it on the ground. And the defense drags him down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to run for it. Finds a crease at the 20. Ripping through the defense. Touchdown, Michigan! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He gets a block. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run.
A shot toward the end zone. And this is caught for a touchdown, so hold on just a minute. We might have a finish here.
That's an impressive touchdown there, considering the plays this defense, particularly the secondary, has already made against him. And we knew this quarterback was going to come into this one, David, and be aggressive. There aren't many people who really scare him, and the defense has made him pay. A couple bad decisions, a couple great plays on the back end, one-on-one. But this guy's still taking the shots. He's not backing down, and he's got his offense back on the board.
I think that's the most impressive part. He made some mistakes, and a lot of times you see people that they go in a shell, right? They make mistakes. They can't rebound. They can't find the answers to continue to keep making plays. Make the next play. Make the next play. Now down the stretch to give your team the lead, man. So impressed with the way he's handled adversity and bounced back from some mistakes.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that one first down ends this football game.